Your credit score is important. It lets lenders know how you handle your commitments like a mortgage, auto loans, credit cards, etc. And nowadays, most employers have added a credit check to their hiring process. Maintaining good credit is no longer an option, it's a requirement. To maintain your score, you need to have access to your credit report and to know what's going on. In this video, I'll show you how to get a free credit report quickly. Hi, my name is Naz and welcome to In the Black. My focus is to provide you valuable information to help you move your finances from red to black. If this is your first time, like, subscribe, and click the bell for more content like this. So this is how you get your free credit score. Google how to get a free credit report and you put whatever bank that you're using. And after that, it'll bring you to pretty much this screen, which describes it. I've kind of looked at 3 banks already. We'll start with Scotiabank. And Scotiabank tells you that the credit score that they look at is brought to you by TransUnion, right? There's Equifax and TransUnion. So both of them are credit report bureaus, and they kind of give you from their perspective as to what your credit score is. Sometimes they match. Most of the time, honestly, they don't even align, but it is what it is kind of thing. So here they're telling you to, let's say you start the demo and you jump in. So if you go to this section right here, see your credit score, you'd be under additional links, right? So as soon as you log into your web banking, this is what you see. So let's just click on this. Okay, accept the terms, accept again. Yep, so this is a standard screen. You'll notice when I show you my own. But yeah, so this is pretty much what you'll see. The credit score kind of goes from 300 to 900, right? This person has a very good credit, 821, and the last time it was updated was July 29, 2004, and the next update is pretty much next month. You can only run it once a month, and you can keep visiting it over and over, but your credit score will not change unless you move to the next month kind of thing, right? So your score is higher than 11% of the consumers with TransUnion. Okay, that's excellent. And then it kind of gives you your history as to where you were at. So this person on August 16th was around, let's say 740, moved up to closer to 749, 750. And for some reason it dropped to 600, right? So when it drops like this from month to month, you kind of have to know why. And if, like, let's say you overborrowed or many other factors will drop it. So it's good to always look at your credit every month to know exactly what's going on. And for CIBC clients, they can get their credit score instantly using the CIBC mobile app. There is no impact on their credit score, and the credit score is updated every 3 months as opposed to monthly, where we saw with Royal Bank and Scotiabank. And for my bank, the process is simple and it's the same as all the other banks, right? So the first thing it tells you is to click on your online banking and then scroll down to the box on the right side labeled My Services, and then you view your credit score. So let's do that right now. Okay, so this is the area that you want to click on. Same thing, it uses TransUnion. Okay, so here's my credit score. Over the years, it definitely moved up. As you can see, in July, it was about like 852, then it went up to 884. Now it's at 872. So it kind of fluctuates here and there depending on the usage of your credit, right? So, and this is one I ran as of March 31st, and the next time that it'll be updated is June 30th, right? So this is, again, the process is pretty simple. And here's the thing that I wanted to talk about is the score factors, right? So what is making my score go to 872? And this is something that applies to everybody, right? So you definitely want to know what are the score factors. And here it says that, so for your presence of inquiry, negative records such as unsatisfactory accounts, right? So this is you making your payments on a monthly basis, right? So anytime that you make a good payment, I think it sends a 1 to let's say your credit bureau, which is TransUnion or Equifax. And if you were delinquent that month, it sends a 9, right? And if you have multiple of those, it has an impact. And if there's a delinquency between 30 days and 60 days and 90 days, those obviously impact your credit even more. So that's one factor. Collections is the next one that has a big impact. Charge-offs. So charge-offs essentially what it means that is like when a company doesn't want to pursue you anymore because they believe that there's no way you can pay back this debt, right? So that's kind of like they've given up on you. That's not a good thing. Judgments, don't get sued. So that's pretty much what it is. And bankruptcies, everybody knows what bankruptcies are. So those are the stuff that can cause substantial damage to your credit score. These records will remain on your credit report for 6 to 14 years, depending on the provinces. And in this case, multiple bankruptcies. Each bankruptcies will report for 14 years from the date of the discharges. So if you had a bankruptcy, let's say 2021 January 1st, and you had one 2022 January 1st, the 14 years starts when you have them, right? So they might be just following each other side by side, right? And then balance on open mortgage accounts, right? So high level of debt can signal potential to lenders that you're spending more than you can afford. So those are factors that you really want to look at. And there's a lot of things like credit education that you can look at that will tell you exactly what's going on. So let's say for your credit score, it tells you your track record for repaying your loans and credit card balances has an impact. How much money you currently owe on your credit accounts, right? So let's say, on your Visa, you owe $6,000 and your credit limit is $10,000. So that has an impact because I think their threshold is above 35%. How long your accounts have been open. Long history makes a big change on your thing, right? So it shows to lenders that how long you've been managing this account and how successfully you were. So that kind of shows a lot of history, and that's when they pretty much want to lend you money. The different types of credit used or mixed. How much credit you use compared to the amount of credit you have available. Yeah, so your overall situation, they always look at that. Again, similar to what I said, if you owe 500,000 and you're up to 495, it's risky for people to lend you money. So that's one thing. And how often or how recently you have applied for credit. Yes, so this is another factor. A lot of people will go card shopping. They'll apply for one bank and then go to the next one, and that has a big impact on you. So you kind of almost have to give your credit some breathing room. So what is a good score? A good score is essentially depends on the lender, right? Some lender will take you into low 600s let's say when you're applying for a mortgage, but they might make you pay a little bit higher rate, right? Or similar to when you're trying to get a line of credit, they might make you pay a little bit more. Similar to auto dealerships, right? So they might give you an interest rate of like 14%, and it's crazy because most resale I've seen, honestly, they give you like 5%. I haven't seen anything really lower than that. And that's another thing, right? Like if you're getting an auto loan and they're telling you to pay 5% and that's the lowest they can go, but you have a good relationship with your bank, why not just get a secured line of credit? I think at this point it's even less than that. I mean, in the current climate, I think it's like at like 4%. Sorry, actually it's like 3% about that. So this is a good tool to really look at and really understand what your credit score is and how it works. A lot of information is here, like even like credit monitoring and all that. So these are services where you pay other people, then they monitor your credit and they tell you exactly, they send you emails or something like that when they see something happening with your credit, right? So they're doing the monitoring. But I mean, you can do it yourself if you just get the free credit report on a monthly basis. Before, it used to cost money. I think about like a service of like $20 a month to get a free credit report and have them manage it for you. But nowadays everything is pretty much free to look at. And the last thing is debt management, right? So again, same thing here. They're telling you build a budget. We've always talked about building budgets, so they're on that. Monitor your credit, create an emergency fund, prepare for the future, and have fun. Yeah, absolutely. They're not saying anything crazy here. And that's about it. If this video brought you some value, like, subscribe, and click the bell for more content like this. Also comment below if you know how to get a free credit report, or share your feedback on how we can improve our videos. This is Naz, and I'll see you on the next one.